Hey guys, Ren here again. Who's ready for more Death Note answers? We're going to answer 4 more questions. Anyways, let's get started. Number 1. Can you lose ownership but keep memories? When you forfeit ownership of the Death Note, you will lose all your memories that you had of the Death Note. However, Soichiro has ownership of a note during the Yotsuba Kira case, and his memories remain even after losing ownership to Melo's group. The reason is that the first rule is overridden by a second. You will not lose memories of a notebook as long as you don't use it. Melo also doesn't lose his memories, but this is because he never actually has ownership. In this situation, even had Melo used the notebook, he wouldn't have lost his memories either. Number 2. Can a Shinigami possess 2 humans at once? Once they hand a Death Note to a human, a Shinigami must attach themselves to this human. What if 2 people have ownership of the Death Note? When Ryuki is asked to bring the Death Note to the task force, he is attached to both Misa and Soichiro. Later on, when the Death Note is passed on to Mikami, Ryuki attaches himself to Mikami and Light. There are no rules that state that a Shinigami can't deal with multiple humans having ownership of the Death Note. However, the Shinigami has to remain with the person that has ownership of the Death Note. But they don't have to stay with the owner for 24 hours a day. So Ryuki just goes with whoever Light orders him to. And there are no rules that are broken. Number 3. Are Death Notes sometimes invisible? Within the rules, you'll see that there are situations where a Death Note can be seen by humans, and situations where they can't unless specific conditions are met. So when a Shinigami first drops a Death Note into the human world, everyone can see it. However, if a Shinigami dies, normal humans can't see the deceased Shinigami's Death Note. In this case, only humans who saw the Shinigami before it died can see the Death Note. So this means that only the Japanese task force members can see the Death Note that Rem left behind. Number 4. What if a Shinigami wants to go home? If a Shinigami wants to go home early, he or she can either watch over the owner of the Death Note until his or her life is over, or write his or name into their own Death Note. Then he or she can finally return home early. This doesn't break any rules, as there are no rules stating that they need to hold up anything. Usually a Shinigami will become bored with the owner and kill them and then return home. However, when the Death Note has been taken, not given, as in Sido's case, different rules are applied here. In this case, the Shinigami must wait until the notebook owner dies or returns it. Bonus! Let's give you a bonus. What is L's real name? L's real name is L Lawlight, and his ethnicity is a quarter Japanese, quarter English, a quarter Russian, a quarter French or Italian. His birthday is on 31st of October 1979. In the anime is 1982, so this makes his birthday on Halloween. That's all for this week. Make sure to check out my videos, hit that like button if you like the video, and subscribe for more to come.